And welcome back to Fox and Friends. Good morning to you. A church choir faces a hefty fine for praising the Lord too loudly. Pleasant Grove Baptist Church in West Oakland received a letter last month from the city telling them that they would be fined $500 a day and they would have to pay a $3,500 nuisance fee if its choir didn't tone down its practice. Lawrence Van Hook is the senior pastor at Pleasant Grove, and he joins us now. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning.
Thank you so very much.
So tell me the backstory behind this. When did you hear that you were possibly facing this fine?
Well, first of all, Pastor Harris, Thomas Harris, is the senior pastor. I'm a neighboring pastor down the street, and so we've rallied together to support him in the nuisance abatement letter that he received from the city.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about that? Obviously, you all disagree with that since you've all banded together.
Well, we actually have a major migration patterns flow in Oakland, California. Oakland is a great place to live, and we have some newcomers, what we call genderfiers. They're coming into the city, and as they move in, they're not quite excited about religion as those of us who have been in the city, and so they have sent letters to the city, or they have contacted the city. The city contacted us, or Pastor Harris, and a few other churches, and talked about the noise was too loud.
And we actually have that. This is a piece of the letter that is from Oakland to the church. We can take a look at that. And it says, should our office move forward with a public nuisance abatement case, you will be subject to a variety of fees and penalties, including a $3,529 nuisance case fee and civil penalties of $500 a day. So have you approached the folks in the neighborhood and talked to them and tried to handle this any other way?
Yes, we've gotten several calls. We have planned to actually respond by making a joyful noise. Mm-hmm. Pastors from all over the greater Bay Area have called and responded. We will be behind Pastor Harris on one corner, and the other pastors that are literally blocks away. We will be blocking off the street, perhaps on the first Saturday in November, and we will be making a joyful noise all day long, and we're going to make it a gospel fest. Yeah. Some of my friends, MC Hammer and others, have already called, and they're ready to weigh in on making a joyful noise in Oakland.
Now that is exciting, a joyful noise unto the Lord. We also have this statement that we want to make, though. This is from the Oakland City Administrator. He says the City of Oakland has not fined the Pleasant Grove Baptist Church as a public nuisance, nor do we plan to. The notice was poorly worded, and staff is looking at revising such notices to better convey our intent. Over the past 2 years, the city has sent out 6 similar courtesy notices to other churches, and all issues have been resolved without any imposition of fines or penalties.
I think that the city, Greg Minor, probably should have known better to just send out letters. Pastor Harris nor the Pleasant Grove Church had never even received any kind of communication from the city, and to be levied with some fines and some threats about noise abatement was just really excitingly overwhelming.
Well, thank you so much.
And so we've come together all the way around.
And that's always a good thing to do, come together. No penalties for praise. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're going to take it to the positive, and we're going to make a joyful